Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week and a great day. I have my water, so everybody grab your favorite beverage and let's get into talking about Sister Wives. This week's episode, season 20, episode 2, we open up with Mary's going speed dating up in Salt Lake City. And just before we get into it, Mary and Jen, I think Jen is the ultimate wing woman. I love Jen. I wish, I'm happy when she's in the episodes, but so beforehand, she's going over some of the questions. And the one question was, what would your superpower be? And Jen picked the answer that I would give. And that would be invisibility, because she said that she could then commit a crime and not be caught. And that led into a whole questioning of how are you going to ask about did you commit any crimes? My superpower would also be invisibility, but mine would be so that I could neb, so that I could just go around and neb. If I could have two, it would be flying and it would be invisibility, because that way I could fly different places and I could be invisible and I could see shit getting done. Yep, that's what I would want. In the comments, put what your superpower would be if you could have one and why. Okay. Mary is she's not looking for a spark right out the gate. She's looking for someone who she can hold a conversation with, which I completely understand, because a spark is going to burn out quickly. Whereas if you can have conversation, if you can actually talk, I mean, that's much better than just having the spark. I mean, because if you can talk, then you can pass the time. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have somebody that you're wildly attracted to, but you can't speak to? And then there's just awkward silence. I wouldn't want that. I completely get where she's coming from. So the first guy that she talked to was a little awkward. There was no real conversation when he answered the questions. It was just one word answers. There was no expanding the answer. That second guy was, as soon as he sat down, I thought, well, physically, he's not her type, because we find out later she wants somebody who is tall, who likes dogs, who really doesn't have cats, and is adventurous. And that second guy didn't seem to I don't know. When you look at the guys that she was attracted to, that she was drawn to, he didn't fit the mold. And he made that whole, he sat down and he was like, so I see we have a celebrity in our midst, or something like that. And then he said, oh yeah, I was married, but only one at a time. And she was like, I don't like stupid little jokes. And that wasn't even really a joke. That was more of a dig to her past life. So that he didn't impress me at all. That other guy, Daniel, I thought he was cute. I thought he was handsome. And he sat down and she's like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 37. And then she says, well, you're almost the age of my kids. But he's not. He's a grown man. It's not like he sat down and he was like, hi, my name's Timmy, and I gotta make this quick because I have a curfew because I have school tomorrow and my junior science project is due. Oh, and if you noticed, I feel like I'm in the middle of a hot flash. I don't know why. I'm in the middle talking about Mary going on speed dating, and I'm getting a hot flash, but I'm sure she gets those. I'm sure she probably gets those as well. Maybe not. Oh, good Lord. It's the hot flash. I need a fan. So yeah, but it's not like he's it's not like he's like just turned 18. And she's like, why is he here? Maybe he likes cougars. He's the one, hands down, that she talks to the easiest. Like it's easiest to conversate with him. But then she meets Ron. She really liked Ron. Ron really liked her. He checks all the boxes. He's tall. He loves dogs. He wants to travel. He loves to travel. And so Jen had scoped him out a little bit before. Now the thing is, you fill out both the man and the woman fill out their scorecards. And if you made a match with that person, then you can exchange numbers, or the organizers will get the numbers to the people, something like that. Okay, so Cody and Robin this week. Cody, listen, I get it. Safety is important, but Cody puts on that big hard hat, and he has to have that visor when he goes and he cuts a log in the woods. He's out cosplaying Bob the Builder, cutting a log. So Robin comes out and talks to him. And it's been like 2 years since Janelle left him. Coyote Pass has still, when they're taping this, has still not sold. Now, we know, I had heard it was sold. But at the time of this episode, it has not sold. And Robin, the thing is, Cody wants to get rid of it, and Cody wants to like move on. And he even wants to get rid of like the house and move someplace else, like not out of that area, but just out of that house. And I get that because of like, there've been a lot of things going on there, like 3 of his wives left, and that's where he got the call about Garrison passing. Here's the thing though, with that, it doesn't really matter like where you go. Those memories and the trauma of the memory of, like getting that terrible call about Garrison, or the plural family falling apart, that's going to follow you wherever you go. So you might want to get like some counseling for that. But I mean, I can understand physically why he would want to get rid of a place that's just filled with so much, bad memories or hurt for him. But Robin can't seem to let go of Coyote Pass, and she's having a tough time telling him like, yeah, sell it, because that would be like her finally giving up on this dream. Like Coyote Pass was the physical manifestation of like the dream of plural marriage. So everybody else is like moving on, and she can't, but she's like, everybody is moving on, but I can't because it would seem like I'm betraying myself, or they need to move on from this. And he's talking about, later on, he talks about like, maybe we should, if we see a house, we should just go look at it. Now, I'm wondering if they had already bought their house here, or if they buy it this season, because they sold this house and then they bought a bigger, like a bigger $1 million house, because they're flush with cash. Cody also tells, a little bit later on, Cody also tells Robin he's putting everyone on the title. He's putting Mary and Janelle and her. It's gonna be all 4 of them on the titles. He then also mentions he wants to have a place so that when Truly visits, there's room for Truly. I don't think Truly. I think that relationship is done. From things that I've heard, I feel like Truly's relationship with her father is done. And Robin says that she is like, she's part of her is up for selling Coyote Pass because she doesn't really, and then, or I'm sorry, part of her is up for selling the house because she doesn't want to like sell Coyote Pass and then still be there and see other people living on this land that was supposed to be where her and her sister wives, sat out on the back porch and sat on the picnic table and had coffee and bullshitted. So she says that, but then she's kind of like iffy, like she doesn't want to. So eventually they do eventually sell the house. Okay, with Christine is helping. Christine and David are helping Mykelti and Tony move. Okay, so with Christine is helping Mykelti and Tony move. They're going to be moving to North Carolina so they can be closer to the cousins. She's like, who was it? Did she say Aspen? Doesn't have kids, and she wants her kids to be close to kids, so she's moving down to North Carolina so they can be close to the cousins, so they can be close to like Maddie, which now when she said cousins, oh yeah, it would be cousins. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, to them, the whatchamacallit. Okay, Maddie's kids would be the cousins. Yep, I get it. Okay, worked it out in my head right here in real time. Plus apparently, I didn't know this. Tony plays chess, and I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but he coaches chess and he teaches chess, and apparently like North Carolina is like the epicenter or the capital of the chess world. Like everything that you could ever want for chess is there. Now it's at this point when they're talking about like Mykelti's talking about how Tony won't let us have plural marriage, so we're doing this. And then Cody interjects and says something like, yeah, I don't think Tony and Mykelti are going to be doing plural marriage. And it's crazy because my family always looked at us and said, you make plural marriage look so easy. Who in their right mind, with eyes in a critical mind and being able to think, would look at them and think they make that look easy? Damn, they make that look like a good time. Nobody. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one damn bit. I'm also not surprised that Cody and Robin didn't get to see Mykelti and Tony before they left. He was like, they had plans they couldn't change. We had plans we couldn't change. Listen, here's the thing though. If you have grandkids and you want to see those grandkids, they can always drive to North Carolina or take a plane to North Carolina. You can make it happen. And he once again is taking like that relationship is shot to hell, and he once again takes no accountability and blames it all on like trash talk and rumors and this and that. Like he has like it was all their fault. Like it was all the kids' faults. Like he had no hand in it whatsoever, none. Which he'll never take any accountability. No matter how many times he's like, I would like to have a relationship with my children. He's never going to take any accountability. So I don't think that'll happen. Also, Christine says that they're moving really because it's gotten to be kind of exhausting for Mykelti to try and like get people to come together. It's just broken. Sometimes you just have to realize, listen, we have had some family drama over the last couple of years. Sometimes you've got to realize the people just aren't worth it. And you just let them go. You live, you don't wish them any ill will, but you just let go and you live your life and they live their life, and that's it. Boom. Write that down. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So then, listen, I thought the next morning when David and Christine got up and were getting ready to leave, there was this sweet little dog that was just sitting there. That sweet little pup was just sitting there, and David was wanting to pick it up. David picked it up, and he looked like he was going to try and smuggle it in the truck, in the moving van, so they could take it with them. But then he put it down on a doorstep, and as soon as he said something about, well, I don't want the coyotes to get the dog. I was worrying the whole rest of the time about the dog getting eaten up by a coyote. I hope the dog's okay. Christine had said that, like, Truly's talking about when she can about moving to North Carolina. Peyton wants to move there. Gwen is going to move there. And this is all it's getting Christine, like, very emotional. David had always wanted to be a storm chaser. I don't know why. Like, that stuff scares the hell out of me, but he's always wanted to be a storm chaser. And when they're moving, when they're on the way moving there, helping McKelty move, there's, like, bad weather. Not Heather and Whitney, but bad weather brewing. And Tony and McKelty and the babies, they're driving right through that hailstorm. Oh, he's like, what should I do? Pull over. Oh my gosh. That scared the shit out of me. And lastly, with Janelle and Mary. So Janelle had a Zoom call with Mary. And so Cody called Janelle and said, hey, what if I put all of us on the titles? Janelle had wanted that to happen episodes ago. So Janelle was like, listen, I'm going to tell Mary in case Cody doesn't tell her. And Cody didn't tell her. Cody doesn't tell her anything. And so Cody told Janelle, and then she said, did you tell Mary? And he says, no, I'm scared. Can you tell her? Why? What is he afraid of? I mean, I don't understand. So then Mary's talking, and she says, no. I'm sorry. It wasn't Mary now I'm confused. It wasn't Mary that said this, but Cody said that he wasn't talking to them about this because he's confused. And he's in charge of all of this? No, that doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing, and Janelle, I agree. Janelle was just like, why can't we just have a conversation amongst the four of us, like just the four of us. And Cody told Janelle, no, we're not going to do that because I don't like you. Mary was like, well, that's very mature of the two of them. Listen, I don't think Cody saying that was him being mature. I think he was saying that to try and get a dig in at her and try and get her upset. But it's not a dig, and it's not going to be upsetting for Janelle because she don't like him either. And here's the thing. She doesn't have any feelings for him anymore. So it's not going to bother him. If you no longer have feelings about someone, then anything they say is not going to upset you. Take for example, the family drama that we have had. There have been a couple people that have dropped out of our lives because of, I'm not going to get into it, but have dropped out of our lives. I have no more feelings for them. So if one of them were to say, Debbie is really fucking fat. Or if they'd be like, Debbie's really ugly. That wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Or if they were like, I just don't like Debbie. That wouldn't hurt my feelings at all because I don't have any feelings for them. That's the name Janelle. Janelle's done with him. I mean, listen, good for you, Janelle. Good for you. So, and I have written here, while this sounds good, don't hold your breath. I don't know what that is in reference to. So, okay, listen, I have like 9 minutes before Real Housewives of Salt Lake City comes on. I want to get my dessert and then I want to get in there and get ready. So listen, if anybody watched Sister Wives, let me know what you think. And if nobody told you yet today you were loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another and be aware of your surroundings. And listen, treat each other the way you would want to be treated and put kindness out there because it is free. Let's be aware of our surroundings, be smart and safe. Let's always hydrate with some water. And if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and positive energy your way so you make it through. I love you guys, and I will more than likely see you tomorrow with my nose is getting ready to take off for the races and start running. What was I going to say? So listen, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.